Welcome to another edition of Motivational Sundays with Kevin and Friends. This show was originally created from the more than 300 quotes that I had created for the contents of my books and over the 40 years that I studied human behavior. I was always curious how one quote landed on one person to another. Were there words that just kind of laid there on the page, or were there a conversation to be had? So at that time, I sat around with Denise, Lois, my main man over here, Keon, Vanessa, the voice of our show. I can't wait to tell you about him, Otis, and then my baby sister over there, Larnez, and we talked about let's go ahead and expand this, and talk about this based on a quote, your perspectives or interpretation. So every Sunday, it's not about me, it's not about the books, it's not about the rest of the world. We're trying to make a difference here. Every Sunday we meet here at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We toss out a quote. We, based on our experiences, our perspectives, we give our interpretation. And where it lands with you, it's all on you. This is a positive platform. So, my name is Kevin McLemore. I am one of the co-hosts. I am joined by educator Miss Denise Lopes. She's also my other conscience over there. I'm also joined by the gifted Mr. Keon Shepherd. I know he looks like he just graduated from one of the HBCUs coming out here, but that man is a pastor. He is a voice. He is changing the community one person and one conversation at a time. You talking about the king on the chessboard? This is that man. Instead of dressed in black, he's dressed in gold. And then we have my Caribbean queen. We have Lois Campbell sitting over there. Look at her. I always say, you smile like Lois while you got all your teeth. All right, look at that. All 32 of them bright and white. I'm going to tell you, when a sister tells you about you, pay attention because she's talking to you. And then we have another Latin princess over here, all dressed in white today, Miss Vanessa Vida. How you doing? Coming all the way to Florida. She's got two beautiful baby boys making a difference in this world. All right. And then Larnez Kinsey. All right. You talking about someone. I tell you, if the civil rights movement had her going forward, that movement would have been on speed dial, because she is a sister that
Mhm.
makes things happen. You talking about
Mhm.
connecting the dots. She is the leader of the dots. And then with this show would not be what the show is without that smooth, sexy, golden voice. Can I say sexy on a Sunday morning? The hell with it. God gave me the ability to spell. It's only three syllables, Uh, Otis Spencer, he is the voice of our show. He's also bringing us the quote today. And hi, I'm Kevin McLemore. I am your show host. I am that little pimple that you look at and whatever. I'm the one waving for attention or whatever. And I'm surrounded by some of the most amazing people in here. In the absence of our show, we've got our lovebirds, Gilda and Christopher James, that our condolences go out to you. You have a loss of a family. We have Naheem Garcia. He is our thespian on the show. He is also absent from us today because of illness. We wish you a speedy recovery. And to the rest of the world, if you're not present today, please attend another time. We're sending out nothing but love. We know this world is trying to get itself together and heal. So much love and respect to all of you people. And so, with that said, let's get on with this show. Mr. Otis Spencer bringing us the quote today. And we're going to open the show with Lois today. So, Lois, get ready. So, Otis, if you don't mind delivering the quote today.
Grand Rising, everyone. And today's quote: Friendship is not about who you've known the longest. It's about who walked into your life and said, I'm here for you, and proved it.
All right, all right. Friendship is not about how long you've known anyone. And it's funny because I plan on doing a show on my other podcast about friendship, and there's an energy about this place, and didn't even know Otis was going to bring this quote. So Lois, let's hear your take on friendship. Is it really about how long you know someone, or is it something else?
Grand Rising, everyone. It's so beautiful to be here and to see all of you with happy faces. And this quote is real, really real. So for me, it's not about longevity. It's about sincerity. And I've had a lot of people who have walked into my life as not knowing them, not family members, who have really become dear friends. And like you guys, I consider you guys my friends. I look forward to this every Sunday morning, and I try to prep myself like around 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock, not to look cute, but maybe cuter. But I really appreciate, just being here with you guys, hearing your voices, and just knowing that if I do need something, I can call on any one of you for that. Even just to have a listening ears. It's not about, you know, what you can do for me. Even listening is something that you can do for me because that can heal so much and help so much in times of need. A shoulder to lean on. I love that. A hug when you need it. It's like just being there at the right time and just being there for someone, can really change their day, their life even. So I appreciate this. It's really not about whom I've known the longest. It's people who are there and said, I'm here for you and really mean it. Appreciate this quote, Otis. Thank you.
Thank
True
you.
that, true that, true that. Um, Amazing take on friendship and showing the most authentic self of you. And just to let you know, you don't have to get dolled up for us. I know you look this way just rolling out of bed in the morning, so it's fine. But it's much appreciated, and I will second what you just said about the
Thank you.
relationship on here. Sometimes we can't choose the family members and so forth that come into our life, but we can choose the people that we have in our lives. So I think personally, and I speak for all of you, for all of us, I thank you for this gift that you guys have blessed on my life and that we have shared with each other. So to do the fact that we are one man short and we have 8 women on this platform, see, I see double. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and ask Miss Nessa, her quote on here because she's raising 2 little boys right now, and so 3 little boys. See, I added one. All right, there you go. So Vanessa, how does this quote land on you? And then I'll go over to Keon next.
Good morning, Grand Rising. This quote is very profound. I have to reiterate what Lois said. This is like a family to me. I get to actually see some of you in person today, so I'm really excited about that since I'm visiting here in New York currently. And we do select our family. They say we select our family. I feel like they are our whistleblowers and they build us to be who we are. But we then select our tribe. And my tribe is my family now. Because, unfortunately, there's a lot of family curses and secrets that taint the family. And you have to let it go and just be appreciative that those things happen to you because they've made you who you are. But don't let it be your story. You are your story. I am my story. And everyone that's here is part of who I am now and who I'm growing to be and who I'm blooming to be. And I am so grateful to have a relationship with each one of you, some more than others. But it is amazing how we do select our friends. And they say, if you surround yourselves with, bad people, you tend to roll that way. If you select yourself with good people, you gravitate to your vibrations. And right now I'm vibrating very bright. And I'm very fortunate to be part of this amazing organization here with Kevin and Friends. And we all have a great light and great passion to better this world, to, fertilize humanity one person at a time, one community at a time. And that is my big mission, is to continue to align myself with people who are going to help us change the trajectory of this world. So thank you.
And thank you for your share. Most of us live in times where our relationships are like our jobs. It's transactional. We trade hours for dollars. We trade conversations for opportunities or rewards. And sometimes we just trade thinking that we're trading up when we're actually being traded down and don't even know it. Um, when I hear a mother speak so eloquently, I always say this: always be the example of the person you want your children to be, and surrounding myself with these people, their actions support their conversation, and that's the reason why I surround myself with people that I call the action type of persons. They're just not there for good times, they are also there for bad times too. And then they're there for the times that we just make time. All right. So with that said, this young brother, I'm going to tell you, I made light of the fact that, some of us are born part of that 1%. That 1% means that that person is tall, good looking, you know, dresses well. He can go and make a suit that you buy off a rack look like it was custom made. He's got a smile that will light up Bergen Street. And when the man speaks so eloquently, I will tell you, it hits the top 40 of every single list, and it plays over and over until it's number one. I'm talking about a person that is a gift to this world. I'm talking about a man that stands up in his community and does the right thing. Spike Lee should have been right here, right here, right here, right now. All right, go ahead, Mookie. Let me introduce you to Mr. Keon Shepherd. How does this quote land on you? And before we go, I want Otis, because I like hearing that voice. One more time with the quote for the people that just tuned in.
Friendship is not about whom you know the longest. It's about who walked into your life and said, I'm here for you, and proved it.
Well, first, Kevin, thank you for that wonderful introduction. And
You want me to
what
do it
you
again?
said is a blessing because it's quite transitional, right? Um, so I I, I teach restorative practices at a class at the new school, right? It's only a 15-week class. Right now, one of my participants is Larnez, right? So that means that I have not known Larnez for 15 weeks. I just want us to, right? So one of the things that Larnez does is she shares wonderful information with everybody, and we have made a connection. And now that connection has grown outside of the classroom and into my actual personal life, as it is that I am developing my own organization, and I'm developing that organization with my wife, and I'm developing that organization with ministers in my church, and I'm developing that organization with my best friend who I've been best friends with all of my life, and I'm developing that organization with Larnez, right? Just stay with me 1 second. Friendship is not about who you've known the longest. It's about who walked into your life, said, I'm here for you, and proved it. So in the classroom, while I'm sharing this aspiration of what I have, I'm missing pieces. And Kevin, you just said that Larnez just connects the dots, right? So I had all of these lingering pieces and all of these different individuals that were willing to help me and couldn't connect the dots. And then Larnez came and she was like, oh no, I will help you. Don't worry, I got you. I'm gonna connect the dots. Right. And I'm like, okay, so then like you're not gonna be a consultant. We're gonna make you a partner. For that matter, we're gonna make you the chief operational officer of this organization as we are getting started, right? Because I can't thank you enough for being that willing to be of assistance to me that soon in our relationship, right? And then Larned shares that, hey, I do this thing on Sunday mornings where it is that I'm part of this group, and it's really powerful. And like, you guys should pull up. Somebody should like come and support me in the midst of doing this. And she's been sharing it on Sunday mornings. Now, I'm also the pastor of a church, so I got to be someplace by 10:30 in the morning. Amen. But that's neither here nor there, right? So I'm like, hey, Larnez, on a Sunday morning where I know I got to be someplace at 10:30 in the morning for the sister that would go so far as to help me to put my dream together, the least I could do is show up on a Sunday morning where it is that you invited me in order to participate in whatever it is, right? And so that, right, I'm here for you. And this is my attempt to prove it. Is anybody with me on this morning? So
Right.
friendship is not about who you've known the longest. It's about who walked into your life and said, I'm here for you. Right. And Larnez did that for me and then proved it with the work that she did. And then this is my attempt to return the favor and prove to my sister that the friendship is reciprocal. And with that, I am complete.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You know something? Oh,
Awesome.
I so wish Naheem was here because
Mhm.
I'm going to tell you, uh, the way the mic's been passed around today, this is like watching an NBA playoff. The ball keeps bouncing back and forth. Drop the mic, pick it up, drop the mic, pick it up, whatever. Hey, and he took us to church without even knowing it. Took us to
Mhm.
church. So, some of you guys that have not been inside God's house, whatever, he brought it in today, and I appreciate the work that you've done. I hope you come back, and I hope the people were listening. Larnez, you know something? I'm going to turn the mic over to you because normally you're hard to follow. It's about time you follow someone else is standing on the top of the Empire Standing Building. He is whispering his words, but as we turn up the volume, the reverb, it is being echoed across the world. Larnez, how you doing?
Well, Grand Rising, and thank you, Keon. Melted my heart. You definitely melted my heart. Um, I'm grateful for this morning. I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful to see everyone. I'm sending my condolences to Chris and Gilda. I'm sending healing energy to Naeem. And woo, I'm trying not to cry, y'all, because Keon, you trying to make it's too early for this. It's too early. Um, So this quote speaks to the essence of connection. True friendship is not dictated on linear time or by the number of years you spent in proximity with another being. Instead, it's about the energetic resonance that exists between you and another, a connection rooted in authenticity, mutual support, and aligned intention. When someone walks into your life and declares, I am here for you, their actions, their energies, and their consistency becomes the proof of that declaration. It's not the words alone, but their ability to align their actions with those words that demonstrates the depth of their connection to you as an individual. Now, when I looked at this quote, I can't miss the vibrational mechanics of it. Because friendship at its core is the reflection of energy you emit and the energy you are ready to receive. When you are in alignment with yourself, when you are authentic, vulnerable, and open, you naturally attract individuals that mirror that alignment. These are beings who show up in your life not out of obligation or convenience, but because their frequency matches yours in the moment of need or growth. Time as we experience it is an illusion. It is the quality of the connection, not the duration, that holds significance. A friend who steps in your life and offers unwavering support, who is present and consistent, is operating at a frequency of unconditional love and understanding. That is the kind of connection that nourishes your journey and accelerates your expansion. So remember, true friendship transcends time. It's a vibrational match. It's a co-creation between souls who recognize and uplift one another. Focus not on the length of a relationship, but on the energy of it. Does it feel expansive? Does it feel supportive? These are the indicators that friendship is rooted in alignment and authenticity. Cherish those who not only say, I'm here for you, but who prove it through their vibration, through their actions, and through their presence. For they are the ones who reflect the best of you back to yourself. And it's a reminder that you are infinite love and connection, and this connection exists inside of you. And that's how this quote hit me.
You know, we would learn as I don't know how you do it every single week, but especially talking to someone like me who has a limited vocabulary. Um, you put words that not only light a fire, you carry the match itself to the gasoline. It gets hot when you speak. It gets hot. And the nice thing about it is like when you connect the dots or whatever, the love that is on this platform here is it's a choice by God. We are connected by an energy that's greater than any other power on this earth. It's like each one of us are a seed. You can throw the seed in a parking lot, and one of us will grow. That's how powerful this is in this friendship. And when I talk about planting the seeds, I got a handful over here. Denise Lopes, you're probably the first friend many of your children ever really had. First person that pours into someone, that pours an opportunity, that shows them love, shows them appreciation, rewards them for the gift that they are. You being an educator, people underestimate the value of a teacher. And I will tell you, Coach Russo, if it hadn't been for Coach Joe Russo, I would not be the man that I am right now. Because I was headed down a path that was dark, and he brought me into the light. So, Denise, how does this quote land on you?
Oh, Grand Rising, everyone. It's hard to follow Miss Lioness. Oh my God. Oh God. This quote is heavy and it's so true to me. And coming here on Sunday, sometimes when I miss it, when I'm not feeling well or I'm traveling, I really miss it. I've cried over here, I've poured myself, and always have the support. So I feel the love, like it's family for me. And Sundays is like therapy, like church for me. Um, with this, I've been burned a lot with people, like friends that I thought my friends. So now I just say, God, show me who these people, who they are. Show me their true colors. Because sometimes you have that feeling you just want to see the good in people, and it's like, nope, that's not your people. That's not your tribe. So now I have acquaintance and I have friends. So the people that I depend on, and I know the few people that I call. Some people in this spell, like if I call you, I know you're gonna answer the phone. You're gonna be there for me. I could cry. I can be myself. So a friend is somebody that you have to be your friend with. Like you have to be yourself, and they'll tell you how it is too. If you messing up, they telling you because sometimes people just want to be your friend, and I've noticed that people that were not my friend, they were happy that I was failing. They were happy that I was not doing what I was supposed to do. And another thing that I've found out like that they're people for parties. They're people that want to look good, like they want to drink, they want to do all those kind of stuff. But when you're going through it, nobody checks on you. They don't. And I the other day I saw something on Instagram. Who checked on you today? Who checked on you? Like, think about that. That's all I said. And it's just like sometimes you just have to not be too nice because, and not change yourself for people. We just have to, for me, I distance myself. So friendship for me is loyalty. It's like somebody that's going to be there. It doesn't matter how long. Because I had like 19-year friendship that I told my friend that just ended. Like just out of the blue. Like, yeah, you're not my friend no more. It's like, okay. So you mourn that friendship sometimes. Like that's a relationship. Like you mourn that like in any other relationship. And I've done that. And now I don't be too nice. I just don't give people like the benefit of the doubt. Like Maya Angelou said, if somebody shows you who they are, believe them the first time. So that's my motto right now. And I feel the love over here. I'm grateful to be here. This is my family, people I could call friends. And that's how it is. That's how it landed on me. I'm gonna stop now.
Well, you know something you was worried about following Larnez? You did just fine, young lady. You just did just fine. Now, Otis, you know, normally our format is whoever brings the quote comes up first. After being able to listen to all this great conversation, you know, you heard Larnez, you heard Vanessa, Lois, you heard Mr. Keon, and then Denise. Let's go ahead and talk about how this quote landed on you and why it was important for you to bring it to the show today.
All righty, let's say the quote again. Friendship is not about who you've known the longest. It's about who walked into your life and said, I'm there for you, and proved it. You can also have a long time friend that can also prove it. And I have a friend from the third grade that we still keep in touch. He comes up to visit his mom. I'm there to take him around the town. I can call him, ask him for anything. I think of for some of you know, the two twin boys that I took care of, their stepdad. When I was had the apartment in Lawrence, I was asked to leave. We lost the lease to the apartment, and I had no place to go.
We love you, Otis.
Yet he was there and said, come live with me and my family. He was there. Then I think of it then to pay it forward when the two twin boys, who were stepkids, had no place to go. I was there and I took them in. I think of, sorry, Gilda and
That's
Chris.
okay. We got you. We got you. We're here for you.
Gilda's there almost every day saying, how are you? But some people don't realize that sometimes your best friend is your mother, your father. They're there for you. They want you to succeed. They're the ones that have unconditional love for you. And some people don't realize it until it's too late.
That's how the quote landed on Otis. And thank you for bringing such a wonderful quote. And if you think it's hard following Keon, think how hard it is to follow Denise, Vanessa, Larnez, and Lois. But also, when you bring such a powerful quote, it has so many different interpretations because friendship is like the letters to an alphabet. All right. Depending on what day it is, what letter that shows up, that friend shows up that way. And you just educated me on friendship because I had to exercise that just before this show because part of the thing is I've always been there. When I say my friendship, it's like gold. But a lot of times when I am carrying something, I am not that good friend that I can reach out and allow myself to be vulnerable. Otis, you taught me how to be a good friend today by allowing me to be vulnerable. Linez, thank you for allowing me to share my heartache with you. So, you know, I think I've said this earlier off camera that I'm planning to do a show on my other podcast, Talking with Kevin and Friends. I want to talk about what friends are and bring a group of friends on, both male and female, and talk about friendship. We had this conversation. Larnez was nice enough to take me as her photographer to the Mary J. Blige summit this past summer. And Tajay and Mary J. and a bunch of other people, they talked about, when you hear women talk about friends, it's rare because normally women are not exactly, they're more catty. And I'll say that because I think this is a safe place. And in the event that people hear me and they are not protecting me, just remember you're part of the audience and not that friend. So if you're coming at me, I want you to listen to me. So when I looked at this quote, you know, friendship is not about how long you've known someone. It's about the people that walk with you through your life and not on you in your life. It's about the persons whose conversation and activities demonstrate their loyalty and their support to you, and they're present without being asked. The emphasis is more on the quality of your friendship that matters versus the length of that friendship. A true friend will always be there in good times and bad times. A true friend will call you out, sometimes in private and in person, and knowing that the friendship would not be lost just out of respect. A true friend will ask you to turn to your faith when you're feeling weak. A true friend will hold your hand in prayer. A true friend will walk through fire with you to protect you to be safe. A true friend is with you in good times and bad times. And a true friend is that person that tells you the truth. Even if you don't agree with it, they will tell you that truth. And a good friend will show up every Sunday at 9 a.m. or a little earlier in order to share their conversation, their heart with you, no matter what. A good friend will travel 3, 4 hours and navigate and be your GPS and have you listen to rap music that you don't listen to and listen to words and explain to you and show up at a random photo shoot or supporting another person at their highest achievement at a play, which we've all done. A true friend, will it be that person that will see you on a show and call you and say, what's going on, D? All right. Because they know when your heart is heavy. And a true friend will step up and be there to support a friend, even though they have to be someone at 10:30 to spread the word of the gospel to someone else and then bring us to church. All right. And another true friend will tell you, you know, I can stand next to a good looking man and carry the overflow like Keon Shepherd and be just as fine because Otis, myself, and Keon, we are the thorn amongst roses. Okay. We're pricky when you cross us and we will protect our friends. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I'd like you to do today is to listen to this podcast and I want you to share it with someone you call a friend. And there's someone that doesn't understand what a true friend is. Be the first person to reach one, to teach one.